brand spanking new SEMA M14. The guy desperately wants it to be DMR'd. I explained to him the perils of having something give you semi-lockup that you can't ever unlock. We've gone through absolutely everything, and we're going to spare absolutely no expense on this. So I guess I'm building an ETU thing. Hopefully, this will make for good content. We'll see. We're going to go with 3s for now. What the fuck? This can't be brand new. I mean, I'm confused. I am confused. .26 joule on a 3. That's the wires from a Gate Titan. Or something like that. What the hell is that? I've asked him if it's brand new. I mean, if he's just wired it with that on, that's fine. That's not a big deal. That's not the end of the world, you know? One brand spanking new SEMA M14. There's the original wires, the original mini Tamiya connectors, the original wires, then grafted right about there. There's some wires from a Gate Aster or Titan. Maybe a Jeftron, I don't know. Brand new gun. Fresh out the box, chronos at .26 joule. Well done. Well done. Let's compare that to a normal M100 spring, shall we? Yeah, lots and lots of mess as expected. Here's where we're at so far. Nothing clever yet. However, quick change spring mechanism. It's the same as what SEMA would use in their MP5K. So you take a screw out the back of there and you can actually slide over this unit. And that makes everything a lot quicker and easier to work on. Hence why I did it. So that will go in there. And then, how many times do we go out and try and find fucking washers that are particular sizes, you know, with a particular diameter on the inside? Admittedly, that's a little bit off center. Well, I've decided to make one. It's just easier, you know, and it's actually cheaper because that one cost, well, 5 cents in euros. So that's a lot cheaper. That goes in the back of here. And then if I countersink it just a little bit, I can get in with a screw, try and start a thread. So I've got in the gears. I've already got them shimmed over here. They're Garda gears. They work perfectly with the Solink. So everything is set now. All I've got to do is work out the ETU. And I want to do it without cutting any fucking holes or anything like that. Fucking get it out. Without cutting any fucking holes inside the casing. That's my plan. Or my desire, rather. I know that I need 3 switches. 1 for trigger, 1 for fire selector, 1 for cutoff. Way back when, I would put the ETU so it ran into that hole. I'm going to try and do it without having to do that. I want to try and make this turn it off up here. First thing I've got to do is fill that gap. I need something in there to bring it closer to that, because right now it kind of skips over it. So that's my next thing. So I've taken a piece of circuit board, I've cut it into a tiny L shape. I'm going to sit that on there and then glue it. Okay, that's how that looks. That is going to fill that gap there. Remove that little end piece there. I'm going to stick another one in the same location. Little look there, what I did, see? Boom. Bring it down. Okay, that is now on. I need to smooth it very slightly so it's a bit straighter, it's a bit pissed. I'll just straighten that up. Okay, there it is. That cannot come off. Loads of layers, loads of glue. That's going nowhere. So now, when I drop that in place... Oh, you look, yeah, look. That should now... You see why I've kept the extended part on there? It fits perfectly in that gap. It also can't go up too high with the extended pieces I've put on there. That means, easier if I draw it, the arm, when it's flicked over here by the sector gear, it flicks the cutoff lever up in the air. The amount of travel up and down this side is going to be of a shorter distance than this side. A little tiny bit of up and down here causes more up and down here. And that gives me a lot of room to trial and error. So when I put that on, if I put it right at this end, that's the most amount of travel. And then because this little, the top of the L-shaped part that I put in, that should hopefully mean that I'm not going to squash. I don't want this to hit so hard, which is fucking unlikely, to hit so hard that it's knocking the entire switch. So that just gives me more room if I need to modify it up or down. So then if I go inside here with this, let's get this out of the way. I can now technically pin this to the outside of the gearbox using the existing holes. And hopefully that will hit it. If it doesn't, I've got to add another layer. So let's see. No, not yet. One more layer. So one more layer on there. Okay, there it is. That's where I want it to be. And fortunately, yeah, that lines up at the top of here. That is fucking lucky. Look at that. Yeah, okay. So now, I'm going to put a pin in here, which requires a little bit of a that into an actual... Can't be too rough, to be honest. I don't want to bend the casing. That should do it. It's going to be very close to the bottom of the spur gear, but I think I will get away with it. I reckon I'll get away with it. Nearly through. Oh yeah, there's fucking loads of room there, that's good. That I will sand away and make it nice and smooth. Boom. I know what people are going to say. You made a hole really close to the side of those vegas. Look at the fucking... Look at those two. Fuck off. Holes aren't big. Oh, fuck. Still doable. I'm going to go in from this side. I was going to see if I can drill it out. Yes, I'm drilling close to my hand. We know how that ends up normally. And yes, I can. Cool. Perfect. It's not going to work. I have to Ouch. I have to rethink where I'm going to put that. It still can go there. Because I can technically go that way as well. Right, we have a beep. So, trigger, spins it. Then I'll get the funny lights. Until I hit that button there. So that will turn it off. Ah, cunt it. Try that again, Luke. If I press that, disables that. So next, swat. I need to remove that there. So I'm going to tack on signal wires to there, and then to there. We'll do my tester first. So that's those grafted on. Because I'm a knobhead, I've forgotten which ones it is, so I've got to test all of them. Duh. So trigger, and then does that work? Maybe. Is that the right one? It's not. Try it on those ones. Hold them both down in case it fucking spins. Okay. Yes, it is. Perfect. Switch goes on that way, so the longer wire is on the top. Could have made it a bit shorter, but never mind. That goes there. So we're going to start pondering on helicoils, see if I can get a helicoil in there. I mean, I could try it, I guess. Nah, it's got to be pushed into place. I don't fancy that at all. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give it a go. Make that bigger. Fuck it. Why not? If it doesn't work, I'll find a new way of doing it. I wonder if this is recording. Oh, it is good. I'm going to gradually go up with that hole size. And as I gradually go up, I'm going to shift it more to the top of the gearbox. Yeah, that's going to work. Holy fuck, it's going to work. Tiny bit more. I'm not hammering this through yet. I'm just making sure it's not going to press that bushing hole. Because I don't want that. We're in. Bushing goes in and out. We're in. That ain't going nowhere. I'm currently fitting a helicoil to an M14 gearbox, which I've added a quick change spring for because I'm doing crazy mad shit. Pop that out, grind that away. There we go. And there it is. That's going to go nowhere. Boom. And then I want to rise this up just a fucking smidgen. If I can. Or raise this up rather. That was fucking shit English, wasn't it, Luke? Well done. And that might then be me for the day because it's fucking hot and I knew this is going to be a long job. These are the kind of jobs I actually lose money on. Although I'm going to charge a lot of labour time, any little bits of profit that I make from using parts in 2 other builds is going to take 3 days. You know, this is a loss for me compared to what I could be earning, but I so much enjoy doing this over the boring shit, you know? I do need another piece of circuit board. Right, that's in there. Haven't decided where that's going to go yet, I've got to be honest. Got to thin that out a little bit. There's the cut-off. I don't even think I'll need a spring on it, to be honest, but I shall put one anyway. It's tight, it needs to go up a little bit. If it works. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, good. Whew, there's that. I'm gonna go with the 7.4 just for my testing. Hoping that I can pull the trigger, that will spin. There's the yellows and greens. So I'm hoping by doing that. I'm leaning on the other side of the button. That shit me up. Hang on then. What an idiot. Yeah. It's gonna work. It's gonna fucking work. We'll get some programming on this first. Semi. Active brake is off. No pre-cocking. Nice. Now where am I going to put you? To be honest, probably around this side. There's fucking loads of room for it. But I also think I might be able to run it under there. Yeah, I can run that under there. Right, so this is day 3 A lot of planning has had to go into this. I didn't want to give this a test shot yesterday just before I finished, as much as I really did want to. I didn't want to, just in case it didn't work. And then I'd be out here all night fucking wondering why. So we're going to do the test fire now, basically. Does it work? I'm hoping I'm going to press that. It will spin for a moment and stop. And that won't flashy green and yellow. Yes! That's what I fucking want. Right, this is the home stretch. No internals up here yet, just all 3 gears, motor and the ETU. Technically, when I press the trigger button, which is the one on here, which I'll try and make focus, there you go. Hopefully when I press that, that will spin. There we go, hot sweet prawn water. And then, yeah, look at that. And we know it's working because that is not flashing yellow and green, which is, oh, that button hasn't been pressed. Well in. Full auto, it's there. Oh yeah. Can't ask for more than that. So now I've got to try and fit this unit underneath here. It's so small and fucking delicate, I am just going to smash it off because it doesn't make any sense to do it another way. Wow, I legitimately can't see today. Okay, home stretch. Trigger. Fire selector. If I hold down the fire selector, it gives me full auto. If I let go of the fire selector, I get semi. Programming. Nice, right? Attach that to here, and I think on the home stretch would be nice. I had to think about how I'm going to attach that. That is the correct placing for it. You can see that everything is out of the way. Oh. We're gonna be, come on. You can't make honey in here, let's go. Nope, out there and do honey stuff. We need you. Oh, I shit myself. Ah, cold sweats. Jesus Christ. Okay, we are nearly there. This has taken a good while to do. This is currently running an M14 spring. Hopefully, all I've got to do now is reassemble. I have given these wires absolute hell. So now, a little bit of soldering, and we should be gold. Now you heard how quiet it was before. It rings a little bit now that it's inside here. That's just all this stuff. Nothing I can do about that. Please work. These are 3s. Please work. Like, I literally beg of you. Ave tu voce dembella, give me the power, I beg of you. Please work. We have perfect feeding. Power. 0.3s, I'd like to do about 1.9, I really would. Got no idea what the hop's doing there. 2.03, baby. It's too powerful. But let's get some hop on. So, it runs out of power when the mag doesn't load properly. That is absolutely normal. That's okay with me. So let's wind it again. But I am happy with the power. The first shot, when it goes in, again, M14 stuff, the first shot might be low powered or high powered. But let's give it a go. Let's see what it says. .83, mate, I'm happy with that. I really am. That is your programming. Okay. So when you, that is telling it the burst fire, basically. That's your active brake, none. Pre-cocking, none. I've done everything, including turn off the battery alerts. And it is in for one of them, release. To go to programming, press it twice. You shouldn't ever need to. And cycle through until it beeps at you. Okay? I don't know if this decocks or not. We're going to find out now. So here's how it sounds firing. Okay, ready? And it should decock. It does. It decocks. Yeah, baby! Every time I do an M14, I get happier and happier and happier. with the work that I have done. But I knew this was going to be difficult. So, not difficult, time consuming. It's very rare I find things difficult anymore unless it's just a really shitty assembly fashion. In which case, yeah, they can be difficult. I was nervous. I was shaking. I was nervous. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen. So I am very happy now. The trouble with ultra time consuming jobs is that you lose money on them. Because like I said, I could have been making a hell of a lot more dosh on this if I'd have done just the normal M14 and then got 2 other fucking jobs done. This is why I do what I do. This is why, against all the odds, I do actually love my job. Because other people let me touch their expensive shit. I wouldn't get anywhere near the amount of practice I need to get good at this shit if it wasn't for people paying me to learn to get good at this shit. And that's why I do strive to do the best I can at all times. There we go, boys and girls. Oh! Ah! Oh fuck, could you imagine if I'd have dropped that? Fuck! If I had have, I certainly wouldn't have put it in the fuck. Well, no, I would have, because it'd be funny as shit.